Hello, this is Sherry with Sherry's Craft Corner, and we're just going to take a few minutes to get ready before we start. So,
okay. Looks like
yours still says, okay. Hello, this is Sherry with Sherry's Craft Turn yours on, please. Yep. All right. I just have to let my text group know.
Oh, I thought you were going to call me your tech support.
I'm my own tech support. What are you talking about?
Come on.
You don't, yeah, I gotta send it to him, don't I?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, it's just gonna take me a minute here. Are you watching it live in the event, or did it take you somewhere else?
No, I'm in the event.
Okay. There we go. I just have to get a link to send them.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's just gonna take me a minute here. All right.
Oh, you can turn. Didn't know that.
I didn't add any recipients, so that might help.
Who can comment on your post? Should we do public?
You want all my stalkers to see it? All my haters?
I'll protect you.
Hmm?
I'll protect you.
Okay. You let me know if you got that, if it looks all right.
I got what?
The text message I just went through. And then if you could click on it and see if it would take you there.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I don't need this anymore then.
Nope. You're good.
All right, what time do we got here?
You got to turn your volume off on
That's,
there.
well, I closed it.
There you go.
Good? Okay.
We are good.
All right, so what time is it? Official time. At the tone, the time will be
5:59.
5:59. All right.
We need to wait a minute because that's when the crowd's gonna hit.
Everybody waits until the last minute. Nobody wants to be first.
The crowd's gonna hit the airwaves.
That's right. Well, if you got the message, then I guess everybody else probably got the message too.
Oh, I got the message.
Okay. All right, so I guess we can go ahead and start, right? Think
Sure.
that's a good idea?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm Sherry from Sherry's Craft Corner, and it's been a while since I've been here. This is my husband, Darren.
Hi.
He's going to be the one hopefully reading things and answering questions and stuff like that while I create, was that me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Can you just close out the app?
I did. Didn't I? All right, there we go. All right. Anyway, he's going to be answering questions and getting me waters and things like that if I need them.
Hey, at least it's not a foot rub.
All right. So I'm excited to be here because it's been so long because Facebook has been just doing ridiculous things to me, which I'm not even going to mention because they're probably listening. So Facebook, we love you, right? We love you. All right. So I'm going to be making, and I'm excited about this. I've never made this before, so this is going to be a first for me, but it's going to be an inexpensive spring-summer vase. And we're going to make it out of these supplies, and anything you want to know where I can let you know a little bit later in the comments, or if you join my text group here at 989-800-0178, text the word vase, so I know that you are watching this live today or replay, and I will send you the links to where I get my supplies or more detailed instructions if you would like that. So first we have just an old can. I don't know what was in this. Actually, it's not an old can. It's a new can because I had my husband get me some potatoes, but I didn't eat them today, and I just put them in a baggie and put them in the fridge because I needed to use the can. Yesterday I used a can, but I forgot to save it. So I'm sure everybody has cans in their cupboard, just probably with things in them. So save a can if you want to make this. All right, the next thing that we're going to be using, which most people have at their house also, I forgot to say if you're here, say hi, so that my husband over here has something to do. He wants to talk to you.
Wow.
All right, I just use, I get a lot of, he can vouch for this too, that I get a lot of Amazon deliveries. And so I have a lot of boxes, and we're going to make this out of just part of a box because we need the corrugated part that's inside. And I'm going to show you how to remove that in just a few minutes here. Hey, Teresa, how do I look? Does it look good? Sound good? All right, so anyways, we're gonna separate the outer layer of this, and it's just gonna look like the corrugated part. And then we're gonna throw some paint on there. I have some. My favorite paint for this is it's called Nutmeg. Can you see Teresa this time? Can you answer her and everything?
Not unless she comments.
Okay.
I can tell when she comes on.
Okay.
Like
so Nutmeg, and then I have some. I do believe this is brown sugar, and it's kind of metallic. And the base that I'm going to paint the corrugated cardboard is going to be the pavement. I don't usually use black. I usually use pavement, which is not quite gray, but it's not quite black either. And then we're going to put some patina on it. And so we're going to use, what did I use here? Tuscan teal. And quite possibly some Key West.
Ooh, Key West.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And maybe I'll put in a little green, depending. All right, so that's the paint that we're going to use. We're also going to need our hot glue gun with some glue sticks. We're going to need, we have some weird supplies here, but we're going to need some baking soda. I'm going to run out. It's heartburn. It's my heartburn medicine. And then
So bad.
okay, so I have over here where you can't see, I have just like 2 cups of water that I'll be using later. I have cheesecloth, and I just took a cheesecloth and I just cut it at the top and ripped it down because I like the frayed look. So this is going to look like a rustic flower pot. And what else do I have up here, Darren? Oh, I have some freshly brewed coffee, and I made it because that's how I'm going to stain my cheesecloth.
And you have your flowers.
I have my flowers. Of course, I have my flowers. I also have some the Spanish moss. And I did grab some rope, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use the rope or not, but it's here just in case. And then I have my supplies, my scissors, my paintbrushes, and stuff like that, my tape measure, so I can measure the cardboard. You want to have it sticking up just a hair above the can, so.
Show me your other tools that you have.
Oh, yeah, I have my, these tools here?
Yes, dear.
Okay, I'm choking on my gum. The wire cutters, and that's just to cut the flowers down, so. I have just some dollar store flowers, and these aren't really the kind of flowers that I was looking for, but they're what I had on hand right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and use them.
And you must get pink-handled wire cutters.
Yes.
For crafting.
Pink handles. Actually, it came in a pack of 3. It came with...
Is that because the first 2 are going to break?
I got sidetracked here. You know, I don't even know where the other ones are, but... Oh, here it is. Purple, pink, and blue. I think these ones I might have already had. I don't know. They're probably purple and pink, but I got them when I see the wire. I made the little wire tree. But I know my sister said she's interested in going to a class. So why don't you share this on your page? You know how to copy the link?
Yeah. I don't know how.
You gotta go to the actual website. Or you could share it from there probably. I don't know. Hey, if you're here, Teresa, why don't you share this? That would be awesome.
Word. What's wrong with you?
I know. Shoot, I said the S word.
And ban in 5,
yeah,
4,
so
3, 2.
maybe I'll go into what happened later, but I don't want to stress out right now. So I'm just going to measure this can first, and we're going to get going. Let's see. The can is about 4 1/4, and so I'm going to cut this cardboard just a little bit longer than a 4 1/4. So I want it to stick up just a bit so you don't see the top of the can. I tried to be so prepared.
You even texted me and said, "I'm ready." That
I'm
was
ready.
like at 20 after 5.
I'm ready.
I'm like, all right.
Usually I'm not ready.
I got it.
I'm not ready. All right. So I'm just measuring this. Here, let me put this down a little bit so you can see less of me and more of what I'm doing. How about that? I'm just measuring this at 4 1/4, so it's just a hair taller than the can. And I'm going to go get my really handy cutter over here. So just a second, okay? Now, this cutter is supposed to cut through like 15 sheets of paper. And I'm not sure if they were truthful with that or not. So we're going to find out. I have to cut it a little bit shorter first, though. I know I think I need a blade because I got this quite a while ago and I've never changed the blade. So we will see how that goes. I'm just going to measure the diameter of the can so I make it long enough. Measure around the can.
I have shared.
Thank you.
Sprinkled.
You said it too. Okay.
I have sprinkled.
9.5 inches. So we have to make sure that we cut with just at least or a little more than 9.5 inches on here. We're gonna do it right there for now. And I might have to really put some muscle. See, it does cut pretty good. Showed for how much it cost me. Okay, so did that. And now I've already measured 4.5 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Hopefully it's a little bit taller than the can. Oh, geez. That was a little bit harder than going the other way. So now we have this. Just your normal piece of cardboard. And then I'm going to get some water. There's a trick to this. Now, when I first tried it upstairs, I just did it up at the sink. But because I'm sitting here, I don't have a sink handy or a faucet. So I'm going to do it this way. And it'll probably just take a little bit longer. But I'm just grabbing some paper towels because I'm going to make a mess. So what we want to do is we want to separate the top layer so that you can see the corrugated part of this cardboard. Just get it wet. Is there a big delay? Looks like there's a big delay, huh?
There's 10 seconds.
Yeah. All right, so I'm saturating the front of this, and it really takes quite a bit of water to soak through so that you can peel off the top layer. But once you get it on the edge, you can just kind of dump water in here. You don't want to, you got to be careful where you grab because you don't want to flatten the corrugated part that we need. See, it's still not. I might have to run over to the sink and get it wetter. Maybe making a huge mess over here. Here, we'll do this. We'll soak it. What are you doing?
Sliding out of the picture.
Oh, usually you want to be in the picture. What do you?
Nope.
That's weird.
I want my face in the picture, not my body.
Oh.
People want to see my beautiful face.
Hey, my sister just gave me a thumbs up for some reason.
Which sister?
Stacy, but she's not on here.
No, she's not. How did that happen?
She sent me a text.
Oh. She's being anonymous.
She's probably just not even realizing I'm live right now.
You know, we should just do giveaways for these.
Nobody wants it.
Nobody wants it.
It's taking me a minute here to get this off, isn't it? There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Got her going?
Yeah.
You're making a big mess.
I know. I need a pan. I should have thought about that. Like a cake pan.
Kind of late now.
Oh, not
But
really.
yeah, a cake pan would have been good.
I'm going to blow dry it anyways. But still, the wetter it is, the longer it's going to take to blow dry.
The wetter, the better?
The wetter. Yeah, it was much quicker at the sink. But hey, we've got nothing but time here.
Nothing but time.
Hey, who's on? Who's watching us? Where's Madison?
She's not here. She is going to be off the list of guest crafters.
Yeah. If you would like to be a guest crafter, you can take Darren's spot. How about that?
If I would have literally looked right here, there's a share button.
Maybe I need to do that.
I did that.
Did it work the other way?
I did it.
Okay.
I did it. I did
And
it.
this part was going to take you about 10 hours. It's coming along now. Hey, Maddie. Not that Maddie, the other Maddie. Maddie. When you gonna do your porch, Maddie? I'm just separating the top layer of this cardboard because I want to use the corrugated part. I did it.
Look at
like
you.
Seamus, I did it.
You did it.
I think he said that to me today, actually. And I'm like, no, you didn't. I did it. All right. So this is what we got.
Do we get to have our party yet?
No, we're not going to talk about that right now.
Oh, man. That boy.
Okay. So I'm just going to make sure that it fits. Next weekend, it's supposed to be really nice out this weekend.
60 again tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. 80 in the weekend, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think everybody here is from Michigan right now, but hey, if you're watching the replay, let me know where you're from. Okay, so I measured it really well, actually. You see that? It's all the way around the can. All right, so the problem is I have to use hot glue. You guys know that's my favorite. And I have to blow dry it. So I'm going to tell you this, if the lights go out, we are still here because every time we do a live, we have some kind of a mishap. And the only dangerous thing I'm doing today is hot glue, and that could be a mishap. And the dangerous. Here we go. So don't go away because I'm in my basement. So if we can't blow a fuse because we don't have fuses. But if it goes dark, just you stay right there, okay?
You're preparing them.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's what Addison's for, man. I forgot to warn you, it's gonna be loud for today. Pretty boring, I know. I want to say that Darren will chat with you while I'm doing this. I can't really talk, but he can message you. Getting there. I'm just going to dry the back side. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. All right, you can take both sides off if you want to, but I'm not sure there's a purpose for taking both sides off.
I would think the flat side against the can would be good.
Well, no, you know what? Look, I'm going to take both sides off because, look, if I just glued this, then this part might peel off, right?
Sure.
So let's just take them both off. And that just proved to me that it's not dry like I thought it was. So I'm going to peel both sides off. Emmy's watching and pointing and saying, Nana. Hi, Emmy. I love you, baby girl. When she's here, we have Nana lessons. I keep pointing at myself. Nana. She's confused between Nana and Nana. Or banana. All right, I gotta dry a little bit more, guys. Sorry. All right, so we got some of it off the back, just the part that was peeling off. I didn't bother to do all of it. So, all right, I cleaned out my can, took the label off earlier. So I'm just gonna hot glue this around. I'm gonna get rid of the, you tell me when people say something, because I'm gonna do this so I can see what I'm doing. So I can't read anything anymore, okay?
We do not have a lot of chatty Cathys on right now.
Oh, all right, you guys. We need some chatty Cathys. Come on, Teresa, Maddie. All right, give Darren something to do. So this is just wrapped around the can, and I'm just gonna glue it. So pretty easy. Don't want to go too much past the bottom because you want it to be able to sit there on the bottom. Oh, I will warn you that this is gonna get very, very hot. When you're doing this, don't smash down too hard on it either, because you want to keep the corrugated part looking corrugated. And don't forget to go up the can like this as you go. That's helpful too, because you want it to really stick on there really well. That's a weird sound.
That is weird.
Okay. Just gonna gently fold it over. And undo it and do it right, because I don't want it sticking down too far there. Suppose I could always cut it off if I had to, but you know. This might be a Mother's Day gift for your mom, Darren.
She would love it.
I know, she would.
You know what she would love more?
Flowers, like she always gets.
For me just to go sit there for like 10
Ow!
hours.
I burnt myself. Just a little bit. I'm good. I'm good. Blow it off. Okay. We're good. Keep going. Later, I'm going to be laying there. Whoa! Dude, help me. Yeah.
I need a tropical smoothie.
My thumb will be giant blister. Okay. I don't need it tomorrow, do I?
Your thumb?
Not yet.
No.
I don't think so. All right. Okay, so here it is. Now, I'm going to make this all rustic and old looking, so if you don't want it like that, you want to be a little bit more careful than I was peeling it off. And if you're actually at a sink and you're got the water running on it, it's a lot easier than it's sitting at the desk in your basement with a little cup of water. So there you have it. And now we're going to paint it. And we're going to paint it, like I said earlier, pavement. What?
You're doing it dark for the base?
Yeah, we do it dark for the base. Now I'm all wet right here now. It didn't dry very well.
Do you need to bust it out again?
Just put some paper I'm not going to bust it out. I'm going to cover it up for now.
Cover it up with some paper towels right there.
This was good. Okay. So this is all wet, so we're just going to put something over it. Oh, I did it myself. I opened it myself. Yay!
That's American.
I couldn't open... I'm going to need you to open my nail polish later. I couldn't open my nail polish. I was so frustrated earlier. I'm going to the gym and everything, and I still can't open it. All right. So we're going to just use a stencil brush because that's what I have handy. And you don't want to soak it too much, but you want it to be completely covered. So we're going to go ahead and paint this on here. I might need a little bit of water. Where'd my water go, Darren?
I don't know.
Oh, it's on the floor. I'm going to get a little bit of water on here so that it's not so... If you do use water, just be careful. because you'll smash down the corrugated part if you push too hard on it. Now we're getting my dry all wet again. Dang it. I have to use the blow dryer again. I gotta be this way so you can see me. I'm going backwards with the camera.
Ellie's jamming up there. I can hear her music.
My thumb's already blowing up. Okay.
Is it really? Did you burn it that bad?
I didn't burn it really bad, but there is no barely burning it with hot glue. It's either burned or it's not.
You got the high temp
I think our friends both left us.
Well, we don't really have any friends, so speak for yourself, right?
Yeah, I have lots of friends. All right. I'm going to keep going. You know, if I was on my original page, I'd have a lot more viewers.
Right.
So, whatever. We got to start all over again. And all the best stuck with me. Right, Darren?
Yes. Just like me, I've stuck with you.
That's right. And if you've gotten multiple requests from me, I am so sorry. But I keep having to redo my page.
But we're not giving up.
Nope. I said I was giving up.
Momentary lulls of giving up, but never permanently.
Yeah. Very frustrating. So I'm getting there. Getting there. I just have to keep reaching for the water. If you want it really dark, you don't have to use water. It's just going to take you even longer to cover it because the cardboard really, really soaks up the paint. Like a sponge. And we have another viewer. Hey, who just hopped on? Say hello to Darren. He's over here wanting to talk.
Well, let's not go that far.
All right, he's willing to talk.
I'm super friendly, too.
Yeah, he's in a mood today, you guys. All right.
Always in a mood.
All right, so I went all the way around. You see that? This is just a soup. I want to say soup can. It's a potato can, but we can call it a soup can. Don't matter.
A tin can.
Like Bob would say. Doesn't matter. All right. We are done with the black for now. We're going to move on to making it look rusty.
Rusty and crusty.
Rusty. Rusty. All right. Maybe I need to blow dry it a little, and I am so sorry. Again.
Here we go again.
Here we go. I'm blowing your money away. Now, when you do that, you don't want to blow dry it too hot because you're going to melt your hot glue.
We lost $2.
I'm sure it's on the floor.
Woman, I make it, you throw it away.
All right. And how do I know you shouldn't have your blow dryer too hot? Because that's what I just did. And it melted some of the hot glue. Okay, so we're going to go on to our nutmeg. I've only got a little bit left. We're going to have to go get some more nutmeg.
That's like one of your favorites, isn't it?
Yeah, when you make all the... I'll leave it at this. See, the dining room table I made and all of my what's it called? Coffee table.
Yeah.
And yeah, the end tables all have nutmeg. So it's kind of the base for most everything I do that's wood, and I want it to look old. So, yeah.
You just gave away one of your secrets.
I did. If you want it to look old, you use nutmeg. And this is Apple Barrel, so it's just, I think it's just Walmart brand. Isn't Walmart brand Apple Barrel? You can buy it. You can buy it on Amazon.
Other places too, but
yeah, I think
that's
so.
the big brand they have there.
And it works really good. It's good stuff. So I'm gonna just brush this on. We're gonna brush it on there. Make it look kind of... I'm always backwards when I show this, and I don't know why. I'm backwards. I'm not going to go all the way in, so I'm just kind of getting the tips. Or the edges. The edges of it. Don't you always get your mom a gift card? Or do you get her actual flowers?
No, I get her a gift card, and then she just goes and picks out her own.
Well, what if... okay, sorry. I was not... we could put it with a gift card, like flowers with a gift card. That'd be cute. She's getting this. Okay.
I just never know. She changes, like, colors every year, so I never, like, get her the flowers.
Right. All right, so there it is, painted black with a little of the nutmeg on it to make it look a little older and rusty. And now I have a trick that I have actually never done before, but I'm going to do it today. And I have some baking soda in here. I'm just going to put a little bit of water and kind of make a paste because rust kind of has, you know, the texture to it. So let's give our rust a little texture. And I really don't even have a clue how much water I should use or anything. I'm just going to make it kind of pasty, like this.
Jay has to actually work on Mother's Day.
Welcome to adulthood.
I know. I know.
I'm just gonna...
Our #1 fan is here.
Maddie?
Maddie's here. Now Carrie's here too.
Maddie #2. Carrie, my sister. Carrie?
Yes, your sister Carrie.
Carrie. Hey, Carrie. What's going on, girl? Maddie and Carrie, you guys hit that share button, okay? Ooh, I said it again. Sprinkle. Sprinkle it. Sprinkle it all over.
Oh my gosh, I put Mandy. It's not Mandy. Maddie.
Mandy is Eliana's imaginary friend. Remember?
No. That wasn't Mandy, was it?
Oh, no. Well, who was it? Millie.
Millie.
Yeah.
Millie the mermaid.
Yeah. Mandy was her doll. She had a Cabbage Patch doll.
Millie the mermaid. Millie the mermaid had a really rough life because she was just...
Yeah. She had a lot of issues in her life.
She did. She did.
All right. So I'm putting the... I'm just kind of globbing on the baking soda. I am at a loss for my words today, you guys. All right. I'm really struggling to think about what I want to say. Okay. So I'm going to blow dry the baking soda in water, but not very high. Do this kind of far away. You don't want to melt the hot glue.
Maddie K, did Jasa tell you all about Millie? She says, I've heard all about Millie.
Oh. Right. Millie.
Millie. Oh, man. The things our kids did when they were young. You know, my memory the other day was the lemonade stand.
Yeah.
With Jay and the little neighbor girl, too.
Yeah.
All three of them.
I had fun making that.
You had more fun making it than they had using it, I think.
Probably. All right. So this color is a little bit lighter, and it is, what is it? Brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
Yeah. I'm not crazy about brown sugar, and sometimes it's just what you gotta do. You just gotta try it out. And I'm thinking that this other color over here, which is called chocolate, might be better.
Well, you definitely got it. You got rustic going on for sure.
Yeah. Woo! Okay, you should shake your paint first. Oh, you should have seen me earlier. So there's my daughter and I got in the car and there was a spider. Like it was on a web and it went up to the mirror. And she's like, Mom, there's a spider. And I said, oh, I'm surprised it didn't make a web. And she said it did. It just flew on its web up to the mirror. So I said, okay, I got a paper towel out. Get ready to kill it. And I know you don't kill it, Teresa, but I kill them. And And so I'm like, I'm gonna just get it on this paper towel, and I tried, and it fell off the paper towel. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, it's in the car. It's in the car. It's in the car. But I said, we're just gonna pretend it's not in the car because I have to drive. So before we left the parking spot, Ellie yells out, it's on you, the spider's on you. And I screamed so loud, and I jumped out of the vehicle. I'm glad that the car, oh yeah. Afterwards, we were laughing, and I said, I'm glad you weren't videotaping me.
Oh my gosh.
But the worst part is I grabbed the other napkin, and I went to grab it, and I didn't grab it good enough, and I think it's still in the car. And then I had to drive home.
Did you squish it?
No, I couldn't get to it. I think I broke its legs.
Where was it?
We decided I broke its legs.
All 8 of them?
No, they could still walk. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta break them all.
No. And then I was like, it's in the bag. It's coming in her house. So
oh boy.
This is I really like this one. And this is the nutmeg, and then the chocolate. I think the chocolate, don't you guys think that the chocolate makes it look really rusty? I'm going for the real rusty. I like it real rusty. Don't I, Darren?
Yes, ma'am.
We get it rusty. And then, look, does it look really rusty?
It looked really rusty before. Yeah, it does.
What do you think? Is it really rusty? All right, I kind of like the white. There's a few white spots, but I don't think I mind that too much.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna, should I put some patina on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely looks like rusty corrugated metal.
I know, is it cool?
That's exactly what it
really
looks
cool.
like.
I'm thinking that I could do other projects using this.
That brown color right there looks a lot like rust.
Yeah, and it's
What's
just
that
brown.
last color?
Chocolate brown.
Chocolate
Look at it. It
brown.
looks like a candy bar melted, kind of.
It does.
All right, so Darren voted yes for...
You can't say candy bar when I'm on a diet.
Darren's voted yes for patina. So this color is the Tuscan teal. And you know what, you guys? I'm going to shake it this time. I'm not going to do that again. I almost did it again. But these paints have been in the garage in freezing cold weather and 120-degree weather. And some of them just aren't really good anymore. That's...
Maddie B says her mom got pulled over for swerving one time because there was a spider.
Yes.
In the car.
Yes. Ellie says to me, what if we were driving and that happened? And I was like, yeah, that would not be good because I was freaked out.
I had a bee fly up my shorts when I was driving before.
Ooh.
That was not fun.
I'm not sure where I should put this color, but I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it around here. I use sprinkle in the right context that time. See that? It's got a little bit of the patina going on. I don't want to do too much, Darren. I think I'm going to be done with that. There's a little hint of it, but that's it.
Let me look. Let me show it on camera. Show it up there. I can't see it here. It's too dark, but...
You see it?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. You don't want to do too much.
No, usually I do too much. I'm going to not do too much.
You overdo it a lot.
I overdo it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that looks good. Looks like a dirty, grubby, rusty
I know,
piece of metal.
it's so cool, you guys. I love it, and it's so cheap. Everybody usually has at least one cardboard box, and you got cans at your house, so this is inexpensive. And the moss that I'm going to use and the flowers I got from the dollar store. If I could, I would use different flowers. I'm not crazy about these flowers, but we're giving it to your mom, and she'll love them. Right?
We'll give my mom something we don't love.
Yeah, your mom loves any flowers.
She does.
And I don't know. I'm just not super crazy about purple. It's just not really my
just
color.
Just a bright purple you got there.
Yeah. Is it lilacs? That's lilacs, isn't it?
I don't know.
I was hoping I had some lavender left, but I didn't have any lavender left. So, okay, we're going to use our next ingredient. And I'm not even absolutely sure that I'm going to keep this on there, but we're going to do it and see how it looks. So, this is just cheesecloth, and I put a little slit at the top of it and just pulled it down, and it's all rusty. I mean, frayed. It's not rusty looking yet, but it will be. It's all frayed, and that's how I like it. If you don't like it frayed, just go ahead and cut it all the way down with the scissors instead of ripping it. In this cup, I have some dark brewed coffee. If any of you have ever sewn anything or made, you know, the dolls with stained, you can stain with cinnamon or coffee or tea. And I only had green tea, and I didn't feel like using most of my cinnamon, so I'm just gonna use the just the Keurig coffee. And so it went from white to this, and I'm going to blow dry it. I'm gonna put it in again for a second. The longer you leave it in, the more it's going to stain. If you use the cinnamon, it smells really good though, but nobody's going to be sniffing this. Maybe your mom will.
When you did the dolls and you would bake them in the oven with the coffee, that would smell really good.
Yeah. Coffee and cinnamon. And then I would sand them, the cloth dolls, and sand them down. And it's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I don't do those too much anymore. I did sell them on eBay though. But I don't have anything on eBay except for my blended photos now. I think that's pretty much it. So guess what I gotta do?
What?
The blow dryer.
Come on.
Ooh! Oh no. All right.
Here we go again, folks.
Here we go. If you are watching the replay, you can fast forward. We're the only ones that can see the counter. Smells like coffee.
Definitely smells like coffee now.
I was thinking about, you can stencil some words under this. That looks really cute. Yeah, but we don't want that sitting around after Mother's Day. She would just like the word like love.
Mom.
Yeah, number one mom.
How can she be the number one mom when you're the number one mom?
We're all the number one mom. Woo! He's trying to fly away. That coffee really stains. Or does to your teeth.
Yeah, exactly what it does.
People who are popping on are probably like, what are you doing? No, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
No, don't leave, I promise. In a minute it's going to be really cool. You'll see. It's got to be loud for just a second. Now, maybe next time, you know how they do that sometimes? They're just like, they pull one out from and go, oh, it's already done. I can have one already done.
That's cooking shows generally.
Oh.
And here's the
Yeah.
finished product.
Yeah,
Wow.
an entire lasagna in like,
3 minutes.
yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I gotta cut off some of the frayed part here. If you're just joining me, this is the rusty old corrugated metal can I made. No, just kidding. It's cardboard and a soup can. Okay, that wasn't attached, so I guess I didn't need to cut that off because it wasn't even attached. Okay, so you see what here, let me put this over here, but you see what I mean? If I could put some words on it, it'd be cute.
Yeah.
And I was going to use my Cricut and cut out some words, but I kind of...
You can just use one of your your paint pens after, can't you?
I could, if I really wanted to say something, but I don't know. The stencil might look cuter. Or we could just I could just tie it in a bow. A bow would be kind of cute. And I was thinking about putting a tag on it too.
Show them your...
How about a tag that says love? Would that be cute?
Like one of your brown cardboard tags.
Yeah, I have them right here. I kept them out just in case. Because I thought that might be a good idea. And I set them over here, and they are... Here they are, see?
You should. That'd be perfect. Do it like real nice and put some sparkle on it.
Yeah.
Now, stop. You should show them how you tie your bows, because some people, like Kelly, aren't very great at tying bows.
Kelly!
She's not on.
Kelly's not on.
But remember, you showed her how to tie
I
bows.
did, but I'm not really tying a bow. I'm just doing a knot.
I thought you were tying a bow. Sorry.
No, I'm not tying a bow. A bow on here right now would be way too much.
We do need to have a bow tying seminar, though.
Yeah, I'm not the greatest bow tire.
You're pretty darn good at it.
There are people who would critique me and think that I'm just awful at it. The real bow.
Well, you know what those people can do?
They can make better bows.
They can get a poke in the eye. As far as I'm concerned.
We're not about all that criticizing.
We're all about that, Vase.
The haters.
Haters gonna hate.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here it is with the... What do you think about that? You like?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the tag on it. What do you want the tag to say?
Love.
Love for your mama.
Yep. Love.
I gotta raise it up because my tag is a little bit big. This is still a little wet, but that's okay. It'll dry. And then I'm probably gonna have to hot glue it down a little bit. So if I was on the ball and thinking and all that kind of stuff, I would have purchased some fluorofoam and cut it out and put it in the bottom of here so it can hold my flowers better, but I did not have any and I didn't feel like spending the $1. It's $1.25.
Like the green stuff?
Yeah,
everybody likes to squish when you're a kid.
Yeah, exactly that. So I'm just going to use some paper towels and the moss. I'm going to cut this down a little bit because it's just too long. It's too long. Cut the edges. We'll make it all fancy like that. I feel like it needs to be laminated or something weird like that. You know, because it's going to might get all nasty. So here's my little tag, and I had already made this look a little bit rustic. I'm just going to take some rope. It was a thicker rope, and I unwound it and made a big mess out of it. But sometimes you don't need it that thick, so just unwind it, and then you'll have a whole lot more of the thin stuff than you probably would have bought had you just bought the thin stuff to begin with. That's a little sherry tip there.
You are full of sherry tips.
I am. I could use my black. Let me use my black. Just a second here. I gotta stand up without spilling my water. Get my black pen. My paint marker, I should say. You want it to say love?
Sure. You got a sparkly one?
I don't have a sparkly pen.
Can we glitter up the tag?
Yep. Oh. I need to go back to the
glitter
massage.
makes everything better.
It does.
Are you hinting that you want me to get you a massage because I took yours?
Oh, I'll just go get it. No big deal. But I'm just need a more a comfier chair, I think.
Yeah, this is not the best that I've got here either.
My paint pens are running out. There's only a few of these paint pens that I would recommend, and this is one of them. I think it's a Thule. This one is not one I would recommend. So I don't even know. It might be just out. I guess these are nylon tips, so sometimes they get stuff stuck on them. So you can just kind of scrape it off, and then they'll work again. I'm just gonna write the word love for Mama Sandy. This is really not working very well. I know I got some more somewhere, but I didn't have them in my supplies because I didn't know that I was going to write this. So hold on a second.
Well, where would they be?
I don't know. That's the problem. It really doesn't have to be. I mean, it can be with a pen, I guess. Let me use a pen. I'm going like that, like I'm using the other thing now. And yeah, I can use some glitter on it also. Maybe on the edges.
Hey, who taught me that?
I don't know.
Glitter makes everything better.
Somebody really smart.
Somebody super smart and beautiful. We must have scared everybody away again.
Yeah. So I just wrote that on there. That's cute. All right. Let me get out my glitter.
Wow. Time flies. We're at an hour already almost.
Really? No wonder everybody's leaving.
50 minutes.
It's too long.
Yeah. It sure is.
It's too long. It's too long. Okay, Darren. Darren's my getter guy. And, I don't know where it's at. That's the problem.
What?
Can't get it if I don't know where it's at.
Right, true.
The Mod Podge?
Ooh. What's right in front of you, babe?
Nope. White paint.
Ooh, that's a big white paint.
You bought it for me.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I remember buying it for you.
I'm gone from my seat for a minute looking for what I did not know I was going to use. Trying not to spill the water. I don't know where it's at right now. So we might have to just glitter it up later. I can use some hot glue, I guess. And
sprinkle it?
Yeah, but it's going to be kind of lumpy.
Lumpy.
Ooh! I put too much. Now it's going to go in my letter. Here, we'll do that. You scrape it around a little and throw some of this on there. Be perfect. I learned that if you put too much glitter on, it covers up your words, and that's not good.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Alright, maybe that's good. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the glitter or not, but alright. Okay, I'm just going to tie this on. I think right where that, this little thing is right here, and that will also help it stay on. I know Teresa, was working, I think. That's probably why she had to...
Oh, she was kind of popping in.
Yeah, she had to work.
So Seamus is home with Big Ray, Little Ray, sorry.
Yeah. I think so. I hope so. Anyway. All right. So here we go with Kid over here. What's going on? I have to cut one of the strings. It'd help if I cut both of the strings, not just one of them. I wasn't planning on doing the tag, so it has thrown me off. I was on a groove and then I got sidetracked. All right, so next all we're going to do is put the flowers in.
Yay, flowers.
I really like the glitter. Should have put some glitter all over this thing. All over the fabric. All right. So to do the flowers, I'm going to use some paper towels at the bottom. Like I said, if you want to do it right, you get the floral foam. But this is even cheaper than the Dollar Tree stuff. So here it is. I'll have on my blog how to make this too, probably tomorrow. All right. And I have these flowers. I'm going to see how these look, and I'm not sure how many I'm going to need. Well, I got all crazy with my my cutters, my wire cutters, and now I can't seem to locate them.
Did you cut them too short?
Darren, I didn't even cut them yet. You're over there doing something else.
Oh, well, I'm trying to watch the comments.
There's no comments coming.
Well, I'm prepared if there are, right?
Okay, so. Yeah, okay. I might end up getting some floral foam for this, just so that they'll stay in better. We'll see. I think I must have used this too many times because it's not cutting very easily.
Ooh.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to put the moss in and then it'll help hold the flowers.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can kind of stick it through the moss almost.
Mosses makes a big mess is all.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't like the smell of moss either. It's smelly.
It looks really cool.
It does, doesn't it? I wish I had some good lavender, but I don't. Maybe I'll have to go to the dollar store for that. I don't like the leaves in there.
Yeah, I don't either. Rip them off.
The leaves don't.
Can you? There you go. Save them for another project.
Yeah.
You need some like baby's breath looking stuff to go in there. Like that. Some foliage.
Yeah. I just happen to have some. Ooh, there we go. That cut good. I'm off the camera. There you go, guys. Now you can see it. They're like not seeing anything that I'm doing.
Something top secret.
Look away. I was going to talk about my apples and that, but I might not have time. I might have to save that for another time.
Save that for a rainy day.
What you thinking about this?
Much better.
It looking cute? Do we not like the purple? I have white.
I would add some white to it. Can you do both?
I can. I can do anything. Anything I want. I love eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is
That
cool.
would be nice to put a few sprigs in there to actually have it smell.
No, it's fake eucalyptus, Darren.
No, but I'm saying it would be nice to have something real in there just to have the smell as well.
Yeah, you could put all real flowers in there if you had the foam.
Yeah, I just think the smell, some type of scent with it would be really cool.
Some real lilacs, huh?
Right.
If you have a bigger can, you could do this on, you could do this on a bigger scale, like a big coffee can.
That'd be cool.
You can make it a planter, like a big planter, you know? I don't want to get too crazy because it's not a very big thing.
You could do like one of those bigger, like, coffee cans are really wide. Like the ones like the tall ones, like a juice would come in.
Mm-hmm. I think I like just the white flowers. What do you think?
I like both.
Let's just... I'm off camera again.
Whip them out of there.
I'm off camera. I keep taking it off camera. When I'm off camera, Darren, you're supposed to be like, you're not on camera.
Well, I'm like 10 seconds behind, so sorry.
Oh. True.
Oh my gosh.
What is that all about?
Yes.
You got a call.
What's up?
Right in the middle of the important part.
Yep. Okay, gotta go. I'm on live. It was Jason, that's why I answered it.
Right.
Can't let the kids hang. Because she usually doesn't call me, she usually texts me. So I thought something was wrong.
When they want something right away, they call.
Well, yeah, that's what, of course, she wants something.
I think white's better.
Yeah,
it's just
better.
a little cuter, like tiny little.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. More delicate looking.
Just like you, more delicate, right?
How come some of these fly and then some of them I can't
That one
cut?
really flew, didn't it?
Yeah. There we go.
Delicate white.
I'm going to do another one over here. Let the moss kind of stick out because I like the way the moss looks. I think it's cute.
Yep, I do too.
And I might need some more because I don't have any floral foam to keep this sticking up there. But that's pretty much it. What do you think? Is it cute?
Hold it up to the camera so we can...
I didn't rearrange these very well, but it'll give you that way.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't want the tag, you wouldn't have to have the tag, but he's giving it to his mom, and she's gonna like the word love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cute. All right. And I think that is it, and that was pretty easy. Took me the longest, I think, to separate the cardboard and blow dry it, but other than that, it was pretty simple.
This was one of our longest lives to make what you said would be really quick and simple.
Yeah. So
it's really
there
cute,
it is. Though. Yeah, and it's just cardboard made to look like corrugated rusty metal. So, all right. If you joined me, I just want to say thank you. You are probably watching the replay. More than likely, because we didn't have many people on our live, but you know, when it's a replay, you can still sprinkle it. I almost said it, but I didn't. You can sprinkle it to all your craft loving friends.
Even if they don't love crafts.
Yeah.
They just
no,
love
they
us.
should love crafts because that's kind of important.
But they could also just love us.
Yeah, so I'm going to do this. All right. You see that sign back there? That's what you do. You can text, actually, you can say hello. You can say just about anything. Just make sure it's nice.
Just nothing inappropriate.
Yeah, nothing inappropriate.
Be a nice human being.
If you text me the word vase, I will know that you specifically found me from this video. So that kind of helps me out. And the number is 989-800-0178. Next time, possibly, I may show you how I made some really cool candied apples. They're faux candy apples that I have in my tier tray.
Give them a little tease.
A little tease?
Little tease.
Okay. Do that? I make them out of just the faux apples, and I'll show you. What the heck? So it's a faux apple, and then it's made to look like it has caramel on it, and then some faux nuts, and we'll go into how I make that, and then what I use for the stick and the ribbon. And I also have another one with a different type of bow. So I have these on my tier tray, and they look pretty cute next to the pears that I made.
They do.
So,
they look really cool.
If you would like to see me make those, you let me know. And other than that, I think that we are all set, and I hope everyone has a good evening. And I want to say thank you for watching if you are live or if you're on the replay. I really appreciate it. And those of you who have stuck with me through all the craziness on Facebook, I appreciate that too. And if you would sprinkle over to your friends at Lake Crafts and help me build my page again, that would be awesome. I lost about 24,000 followers, so we're starting from scratch. And I would really appreciate any help. And it's always good that I don't have to pay for the advertising, because you are the best advertising that I can get anyways. Because if you like what I do and you share it with other people that like what I do, and then everybody can watch me that way. Don't forget to text a message to me, and you'll get a notification each time I go live, along with some other giveaways and some other specials that'll be available only to my text group. So, all right, you guys, have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.